Hello EFD fans and welcome back to Scout Report. RB Leipzig are currently sitting atop the Bundesliga as they seek their first ever top division title. Can they stay there the whole season? Here are 5 reasons why we think they can. 5. Julian Nagelsmann. The biggest change that happened in the summer at RB Leipzig was the arrival of young coaching sensation Julian Nagelsmann. At just 32 years old, the German arrived from Bundesliga rivals Hoffenheim with 136 games as a coach under his belt, having transformed Die Kraichgauer from relegation fighters to European hopefuls. During his time there, he became the youngest coach to reach 100 Bundesliga games and lost just 28% of his matches. And his impact in East Germany at Leipzig has been instantaneous. He currently holds a win percentage of 64%, having claimed 16 of their 25 matches. This has included qualifying top of their Champions League group and a run in the DFB Cup. Nagelsmann wanted Leipzig to become a more ball-playing side. Not only has their average possession per game risen from 49.5% in 18-19 to 53.8% this campaign, but more significantly their average pass success rate per game has risen dramatically from 75.3% to 82.6%. This is because under previous coach Ralf Rangnick they would often sit back and rely on the counter-attack, but now there is more of a focus on building their play. This has complemented their tendency to switch to 5 at the back. Instead of relying solely on the forward players and midfielders to launch counter-attacks, their defenders are much more involved in the play. Marcel Halstenberg, Lucas Klostermann and Nordi Mukiele are the main benefactors of this change, being transformed from defensive-minded to high-flying fullbacks. Halstenberg and Klostermann have a combined expected assist rate of 0.49 this season, up from 0.39 the season before, while they collectively rank 3rd and 4th in the Leipzig squad in terms of the average passes per match. Such is their importance. And the players at RB Leipzig have been quick to credit the former centre-back for their rise to the top of the division. No one more so than Austrian midfielder Marcel Sabitzer, who has soared under the new coach. Involved in 17 goals in 24 matches, the 25-year-old has put in complete and dedicated performances so far that have also seen him win 52% of his challenges. When it comes to Nagelsmann, the hype is definitely real and the Red Bulls are reaping the rewards of his influence. 4. Potent attack. Under Nagelsmann, Leipzig's attack has reached new heights. At the time of writing, they currently have the best goal difference in the Bundesliga with plus 28, 4 better than Bayern Munich, having scored 48 goals. Timo Werner has been central to that, contributing 18 strikes, but more on him later. Really, the main success in the RB squad is the depth of players chipping in with goals. One of Nagelsmann's main demands was more goals from the midfield to take pressure off the forwards, and his players have more than responded with 13 different goal scorers this campaign, the highest amount from any Bundesliga team. Patrick Schick, brought in on loan from Roma, is slowly emerging as an invaluable backup striker, with 4 goals from just 361 minutes of action. And their 9 goals from outside the box is testimony to the team's attacking movement, and Marcel Sabitzer's ability as a dead ball specialist. Mainstays Forsberg and Poulsen have continued to contribute with 4 goals and 3 goals respectively, but it is new signing Nkunku has been particularly impressive. Bought from PSG for just €13 million, the 22-year-old leads the team assist charts with 7 so far. No regular Bundesliga starter can better his 3.7 key passes per 90, while only Thomas Müller and Robert Lewandowski have a better goal-scoring relationship than Nkunku and Werner, with the Frenchman providing 4 assists to the Germans so far. It is no surprise to see his value has almost doubled to €22 million according to Transfermarkt, with the midfielder also contributing 3 goals as well. Nagelsmann demands his players put team success over the individual, and the fact 7 of them have managed 2 or more assists this season is testimony to that. And he has clearly worked on making his team more clinical in front of goal. Despite their 16.5 shots per game being lower than both Bayern and Eintracht Frankfurt, they lead the Bundesliga scoring charts, meaning they are making the most of the attempts coming their way. If Leipzig are going to go all the way and win the title, then everyone will have to keep pulling their weight as they have done so far. Before we move on to our next section, just a quick reminder to subscribe to Eurofootball Daily and hit that notification bell to never miss a Scout Report. 3. Timo Werner. You can't really talk about RB Leipzig's attack without mentioning their star forward Timo Werner. As mentioned, the young German has already scored 18 goals this campaign, tied with Lewandowski at the top of the charts. But it is his frightening 4.6 shots per 90 that really makes him stand out, with the forward taking 0.8 more shots per 90 than he did last season. Such is his unbelievable goal-scoring form, his XG per 90 of 0.98 means he is currently expected to score almost a goal per game, a frankly ridiculous return. After the 3-3 draw to Borussia Dortmund in December, he explained to Bundesliga.com how his new coach had made him a more versatile striker able to play anywhere on the front line. Capable of clocking speeds up to 22 miles per hour, Leipzig have been able to rely on Werner's extraordinary pace and movement to get rival defenders out of position. It is no surprise to see his 2.7 dribbles per 90 is bettered only in the Bundesliga by Marcus Thuram of Borussia Mönchengladbach, and surprisingly Robert Lewandowski. But with 41% of all Bayern's goals involving the Polish star, it makes sense that he is often on the ball. This speed and ability to play on the wing has contributed to the fact Werner has contributed 6 assists already this season. Just halfway through the campaign, he looks well set to beat his previous season's best of 7 achieved in the last 2 seasons. It also shows how he is listening to his coach and buying into the German's holistic attacking vision. Despite the adaptation to his positioning, he still knows where he is at his most clinical, with only 1 of his goals this season coming from outside the box. In fact, across the last 5 seasons, only 2 of his 74 league goals have been from outside the box, highlighting his remarkable ability to find space in the final third. His teammates will know if they can find Werner in the area, the chances are that he will find the back of the net. The German international's form has not gone unnoticed, with a number of clubs including Chelsea chasing his signature. But with Leipzig set for a historic season, he could yet be persuaded to stay. 2. Mean defence. Leipzig's defence has more than played their part in their title challenge. Currently only Wolfsburg and Borussia Mönchengladbach have conceded fewer goals this season than Nagelsmann's side, with their tenacious approach to defending producing results. At the time of writing, no Bundesliga side has won more aerial duels than their 54.2%, which would be the 2nd season in a row they have achieved that feat. And they are not afraid to put in a tackle, currently making 19.5 a game. This is only behind Paderborn in the whole league and is a direct result of Nagelsmann's desire to retrieve the ball higher up the pitch. What makes this stat more impressive is the fact they rank 13th in the Bundesliga for fouls conceded, showing they are efficient and accurate in the tackle. Last season they only faced an average of 9.4 shots per game behind just Bayern Munich. This campaign they again only rank behind the Bavarians, facing 10.2 shots per game. While this is an increase on the year before, their new style of playing higher up the pitch means they are more prone to facing shots. So in reality, it is a consistent and impressive return. One of the main performers in their defence is emerging star Dayot Upamecano. Wanted by pretty much every big club, the 21-year-old currently averages 4.1 tackles and interceptions per 90, having become one of the first names in the starting 11 this season. Not just a blunt tackler, he has all the ball-playing abilities expected from all top centre-halves in Europe. His passing accuracy of 91% is the best in the Leipzig squad, and joint 13th in the whole of the Bundesliga next to Bayern stars Joshua Kimmich. If he maintains his form, Leipzig could command a huge fee for his services come the summer. What makes the quality of their defence so frightening is the fact their regular back four have a combined average age of 23.5, with Lucas Klostermann by far the eldest at 28 years old. So this may not just be a defence for this season, but many years to come. Leipzig are blessed with talent going forward and at the back, but it may be their unsung heroes in defence who prove to be the most important asset to their title challenge. 1. Faltering Rivals. One of the talking points of the Bundesliga this season has been the struggles of regular challengers Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. In their absence, Leipzig and Gladbach have topped the table, with the resurgent Schalke even pushing them for the Champions League. Compared to last year, Bayern have worsened. The number of shots per game they face has risen from 7.4 to 9.9, while they have lost 4 times already this year, as many as they lost across the whole of 18-19. And in the absence of the injured Niklas Süle, they have conceded 22 goals, only the 6th best in the league. Beyond Lewandowski, they have lacked depth and attack. While Serge Gnabry and Philippe Coutinho continually impressed, Thomas Müller has managed just 2 goals to go with his 10 assists. And it's worse for Kingsley Coman, whose 1 goal and 1 assist in an injury-hit campaign was not what was expected of the Frenchman. De Rotten's push for Man City's Leroy Sané will get more urgent if the winger continues to fail. Dortmund, meanwhile, going through an inconsistent campaign that has seen them draw or lose more games than the 8 they have won. Big business in the summer saw them spend €147 million on the likes of Torgan Hazard, Mats Hummels and Julian Brandt, but results so far haven't matched the investment. One of the main issues has been Paco Alcácer's loss of form. The Spanish forward was excellent at 18-19, scoring 18 times at an extraordinary rate of a goal every 65 minutes. This season, though, the goals have dried up. After scoring 5 in his opening 4 games, the former Barcelona man has failed to find the net since. In 18-19, he managed 5.1 shots and key passes per 90, but this season that has fallen to 3.6. A drop in productivity that has seen him marginalised to the bench. Although Marco Reus and Jadon Sancho have continued to impress, the impending arrival of Erling Braut Haaland couldn't have come any sooner, and they have become much easier to score against. Their expected goals and shots a game in open play has risen from 0.1 to 0.15 from last season. And while last year they only conceded 27 from open play, at halfway through this season they've already let in 20. Leipzig sit only 4 and 7 points above Bayern and Dortmund respectively, so the league is still open. But if they can maintain their form, then history could be made in the Bundesliga. But who do you guys think will actually win the league? Let us know in the poll above. So guys, that was our scout report on why we think Leipzig could win the Bundesliga. How exciting would that be? Finally a new leader in the bully. But yeah, if we missed something out, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.